Hello, my friend. We're going to take a look at three emotions here and do some clearing around them. And that is fear, anxiety, and worry. So, fear is generally from the past. So, if you're stuck in fear, it's often from something that happened in your past and it's just keeping you stuck. You keep thinking about it, rehashing it, going over it. If I do this, then that's going to happen again. Anxiety is often about when you start moving forward. So you've moved out of fear and you're saying to yourself, I'm ready to take action. But then anxiety comes up. Because what will happen if I do this? How will they treat me? What will they say? And then you're feeling anxious. The good thing about that is you've often moved out of stuck. Now, these are not black and white. But generally, fears about the past, anxieties about moving forward. Now, worry can just stay stuck in both of them. If you're in fear, you're worried about, well, if I do this, the same thing will happen as what happened in the past, and you're just stuck there. And so you worry about that. You worry about taking action, you're just worried. If you're ready to take action, but then you start feeling really anxious, then worry can get stuck in that realm as well, because you're worried about, well, if I take action, what will happen to this? What will happen to this? What will happen to those people? So you're just stuck in worry. So now you've got fear, you've got anxiety, and worry overshadows all of it. Yet there's so much you want to do in your life. There's actions you want to take, there's things you want to create. There's more waiting for you in your life, and you know there's more in your life. Yet, between fear, anxiety, and worry, you're just feeling kind of stuck. So let's do some clearing around that. So imagine there's something you want to move forward to. It can be you want to ask your boss for a raise, you want to get to a new job, start looking for a new job, you want to get into a relationship, or maybe you want to take your relationship to the next stage. Travel, start a business, write a book, go swim with the dolphins. Or maybe you want to start to get fitter and even just walk around the block. Doesn't have to be, it's not about comparing your goals and your intentions and what you would like to take action on in your life to others. It's about what will make a difference to your life. What will support you in feeling happier, peaceful, inspired, joyful, uplifted, creative, connected? What will support you? So first of all, let's start with let go of comparing yourself to anybody else. Let go of comparing your needs, wants, desires with anybody else. Just let go of all of that. There you go. Just send it to the light. Send it to the light. And there. Take a deep breath in. Let that go. There's some fun and laughter and happiness. Okay, there's a little bit of anger and shame coming up. And so we're going to take a look at that anger and shame. Just send that to the light. Just see it going all the way up to the light. There you go. Okay, there's more anger coming up. So we're going really, really deep. This anger feels like it's in your first chakra. And so this is from a very young age, this anger. The anger is coming up because there's something in your life you're wanting to move forward to, some kind of action you're wanting to take. And in this moment, you've moved past the fear and anxiety and worry. So the anger is coming up to attempt to block you, to stop you. Now, all emotions of consciousness. So we're actually going to take a moment and talk to this anger. So anger, why are you attempting to stop us from taking action in our lives? So the anger gets even more angry. And so we're talking to the consciousness of anger right now. So anger, why are you becoming even more angry as we communicate with you? Okay, so the anger says it wants to stay small and hidden within you. Because as long as it's small and hidden within you, then it says it can manipulate you. There you go. See, as we talk to it, we release the power that anger had over you. And right at the end there, we felt it release. Okay, so now anxiety is coming up. See, all that was stuck emotions, and it was designed to keep you stuck. And that's when you would stay stuck in fear. Now, there can still be anxiety in this place, and as you're moving forward and you move more into anxiety, there's still fear. But so those are generalizations. Fears in the past, anxiety is moving forward. But of course, energy is always fluid, so they can be in different spaces and places as well. Okay, so now there's a part of you ready to move forward, to take action. Okay, there you go. Now the worry comes up in a bigger way. And the worry is, what if I take action and it doesn't turn out the way I was hoping? Or what if this is as good as it gets? Or what if I take action and I leave this situation behind and then I regret it? All the ways the fear of regretting having taken action and moving forward in your life is keeping you stuck. And so you're actually giving power and energy to the fear of regret and the fear that you will regret taking action. And that's all the ways that's playing into keeping you stuck. Just let that go. There you go. There, your whole self relaxed. There's some happiness. Okay, there's a little bit of shame coming up, but it's just coming up to be released. See, as you expand, you let go of the heavy, dense energies and you expand into higher consciousness and your energy expands out. Any stuck, heavier frequency emotional energies will come up to be released. There you go. There, your whole self relaxed. So now there's a part of you saying, well, this feels weird, foreign, different, not used to not experiencing worry, anger, fear, anxiety. So I don't know how to feel. And that happens. We can get so used to feeling sad, angry, anxiety, worrying all the time that when that is released, it's like, how do I want to feel? So how would you like to be feeling? Happy, uplifted, inspired, connected, creative, joyful, full of gratitude? How would you like to feel? If you haven't yet looked at this and figured out this is really how I'd like to feel in my life, write down a few emotions you would like to feel, because then you know you're moving forward towards that. See, if you don't even know that I'd like to feel good, I'd like to feel happy and uplifted and joyful and inspired and be full of gratitude and feel gratitude for everything in my life, I would love to feel that way. If you don't even know that, you're not aware of that, you're going to stay stuck in the heavier, denser emotions of fear, guilt, shame, anxiety, worry, even depression. Why? Because you're used to that. That's familiar to you. Especially if you grew up in that, primarily shame, anger, guilt, fear, anxiety. That's familiar to you. What's familiar is comforting. That's your comfort zone. So you stay stuck in that. In moments of stress, we will default to our comfort zone, to what's familiar. So have an idea. I would love to feel happy more often. Now, emotions are always moving. It's energy in motion. They're always moving. So it's not that you're going to be happy and uplifted and creative and inspired 24/7, but you want to spend the majority of your time there. So allow yourself to feel more uplifted, inspired, creative. Allow yourself to move into and consider expanded perspectives and points of view. There you go, your whole self relax. There you go. There's some relaxation and ease. There's some happiness. So any fear, anxiety, worry, just take a look at that and let go of any remaining lingering energies. Just let go of that and give yourself permission to feel good, to feel uplifted, inspired, happy, creative, joyful. This is your life. You decide how you're going to live it, and you decide how you're going to feel. That is your choice. There you go. Take a deep breath in. Let that go. There you go, my friend. Namaste.